Hello, everyone. I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey of the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and this is Brevard County Justice. So welcome back to another episode of Brevard County Justice, where our citizens partner with us every day to help keep our community safe. Now, if you've never had a chance to watch an episode of Brevard County Justice, in each episode, we show you several cases our agents need help to solve. Then you tell us who the dirtbag is that committed the crime, and we go snatch them out of their house and take them to jail. To be honest, it's one of my favorite crime-fighting tools, not more than Wheel of Fugitive, of course, but still one of my favorites, because it's a great partnership between our agency and community, and we get to put bad people in jail. Now, speaking of Wheel of Fugitive, before we highlight tonight's first investigative case, let's check in on our Fugitive Unit, or the Wolves of Justice as I call them, and see what happened to several Wheel of Fugitive subjects, or Fugitives of the Week, after they aired over the past several weeks. Let's start with Christopher McBride, who was the Fugitive of the Week on January 26th and was arrested on February 17th by our North Precinct Patrol deputies after a citizen gave our Fugitive Unit a tip that he was at a gas station in Port St. John. McBride was wanted for violation of probation for possession of a controlled substance and admitted to knowing he was wanted and also that he was on the wheel, but he was trying to hide to avoid arrest. Here's a few things to keep in mind in the future. Number one, don't break the law. Number two, if you do break the law and know you're a fugitive, go turn yourself in. Number three, if you see your shining face on Wheel of Fugitive, go pack your toothbrush because a stay at the Brevard County Jail is imminent. And lastly, if you're going to hide to avoid arrest, don't do it at a gas station where our citizens can see you and turn you in. Okay, on February 22nd, our Fugitive Unit arrested Heather Lynn Howard, who you may recall was the Fugitive of the Week on a special Ladies' Night episode of Wheel of Fugitive that aired on February 16th. Heather was wanted for 2 counts of trafficking in stolen property and also 2 counts of commercial fraud with no bond. Heather also knew that she was featured on the wheel, but didn't turn herself in because she was scared to go to jail, which is quite honestly something she probably should have thought about before she broke the law. To round out our update on Fugitive of the Week, our Fugitive Unit grabbed Kehoe Monique Paris on March 10th after she was featured on Wheel of Fugitive just the day before. Paris was wanted for failure to appear on resisting arrest without violence and was located at a local store in the Palm Bay area. Okay, for our first case tonight, let's start with our Economic Crimes Unit, where Agent Candace Watson is asking for our help in solving a stolen debit card and fraud case that occurred on December 11th of 2020, when the unidentified black female you see pictured on our Brevard County Justice screen utilized a stolen debit card at the Space Coast Credit Union on Palm Bay Road in West Melbourne. The same female subject also deposited a check totaling $4,293.80 prior to using the stolen card to conduct a cash withdrawal of $260. During the cash withdrawal, the female subject was driving a newer model, dark in color Jeep Cherokee. Now, if you know who she is, please contact us by going to Crime Line at 1-800-423-TIPS. Send us a personal message on our Facebook page. Send us a tip on our smartphone app, or just contact Agent Watson of our Economic Crimes Unit at 321-633-8410. All right, let's head up to our North Precinct, where Agent Jeremy Benton of our General Crimes Unit is asking for our help in solving a stolen vehicle case that occurred during the early morning hours of January 25th off Hamlin Circle in Mims. The suspects actually burglarized several vehicles in the area and then stole the 2014 blue Chevy Silverado truck you see on our Brevard County Justice screen. The truck, displaying Florida license IFG 297, had aftermarket rims and 2 window stickers on the rear glass, as well as a dent on the right side of the rear bumper. If you know who the thief or group of thieves is that burglarized the cars or stole the pickup truck, please contact Agent Benton at 321-264-5210, or you can go to Crime Line at 1-800-423-TIPS, use our smartphone app to send us a tip, or just send us a personal message right here on our Facebook page. Either way, once we get the information, we'll get it to Agent Benton, who will then give the suspect a ride to the Brevard County Jail where he can't steal anyone else's stuff. Okay, let's close out tonight's show with a case from our Canaveral Precinct where Deputy Kyle Reinhardt is asking for our help in solving a theft case that occurred on January 30th at the Golf and Gator on Atlantic Avenue in Cape Canaveral. During the incident, the suspect that you see in a great surveillance photo shown on our Brevard County Justice screen reached over the counter when the attendant stepped away and stole 2 mobile phones. The subject quickly concealed the phones and then walked toward the front of the store where he exited the business with the stolen items. The suspect appears to be a Hispanic male with dark hair, a black and gray beard, and tattoos on both forearms. If you know who the subject is, please contact Deputy Kyle Reinhart at 321-868-1113, or you can go to Crime Line at 1-800-423-TIPS, use our smartphone app to send us a tip, or just send us a personal message right here on our Facebook page. All right, everyone, that concludes tonight's episode of Brevard County Justice, and we truly can't thank our citizens enough for always partnering with us to bring justice to those who victimize our citizens. Have a great night, and remember, if you're a criminal and you're thinking about committing a crime, you probably want to go to another county to do it, because this is Brevard County, where criminals get cuffed and stuffed and victims and their rights come first.